Hola amigos, continuamos con el tercer capítulo de Hellblade, Senua'S Sacrifice.
Truth was a troubled man, scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua'S saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw. Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. You know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Bueno amigos, aquí nos quedamos en el capítulo pasado. Continuamos pues a abrir la tercera puerta. Nos pedía las dos runas, los dos símbolos de los dos jefes. Bueno, vamos a abrirla.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
true. You searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender. Abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Bueno amigos, vamos a cruzar el puente. Y ya apareció un demonio.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason.
Salieron dos.
It's your calling.
Se me alcanzó a pegar ese.
When there is a new road ahead, the
Otros
only
dos.
one that makes any sense.
activo el poder para subirme un poquito la vida para que no me maten. Sí, me alcanza a pegar. Muerto. Poder. Y un combito. Sí, me alcanzó a pegar.
It's nearly over.
Muerto. Bueno, hay que avanzar.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Este está más grande. A ver qué le hago. Así se ve imponente. Va. No manches. Segunda oportunidad. A ver qué tal.
Surprise! Defend yourself. Get up quick! She's injured.
Llevamos el poder para subirnos poquita vida y darle el combo. Sí, me alcanzó a pegar. ¿Se murió? Sí, se murió. Ahora faltan estos dos. Activamos el poder. Vamos a matar el de arriba. Matamos al otro.
Take him down! Watch out!
Híjole, me alcanzó a dar un...
Stop them! Get out!
No man. Me alcanzó a bloquear. Y me estuneó.
She's going to die. It's not
Esto
over.
activó el poder.
Do it. Keep going.
A ver si lo alcanza a tumbar.
Behind you!
Me falta poquito.
There's blood.
No, el otro me reventó.
Get up quickly! She's hurt. She's injured. She
Voy
will
contra el que ya está más tocado.
end it. End it now. She's nearly the end.
¿Muerto? Va loca. Muerto. Ya solo queda este. Yo también pego y juego. Me estunió, no manches. Descubrirlo.
He's down. Finish it.
Muerto. Hay que seguir avanzando. Ya terminamos con los malos. Y ahora viene la búsqueda de símbolos. Vamos a ver. ¿Un mensaje?
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Al parecer aquí hay un símbolo. Ya está uno. Faltan dos. Al parecer aquí ya no es, y es por otro lado. A ver, esa puerta se puede abrir. No. Voy a tener que buscar por otro lado. Listo, una escalera. Al parecer podemos enfocar bien las escaleras, las que se ven así como sombras, y como que se reconstruyen bien. Al parecer aquí hay otro símbolo. Vamos a ver. Ahí está. Ya van dos, falta uno. Pensé que era por acá. ¿Pasa? Sí, sí pasa. Creí que no pasaba por ahí. Dame una cara.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Al parecer ya fueron todos los diálogos que nos iba a dar. Bueno, de regreso. Pasada. A ver, me subo primero. Aquí está el otro símbolo. Ya van 3 de 3. Ahora sí nos vamos por acá. Y enfocamos el mensaje.
Hela possesses large
Y
dwelling
abrimos la
places in
puerta.
Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine.
Vamos a ver qué nos
On
espera
her
allá atrás de
threshold
aquel lado.
all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames
Una
of
parte
a
destruida
funeral pyre.
del puente.
They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Pobres tipos, los matan de feo.
Gate. It's opening.
Who is it? It's coming.
That song again.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Le atacó antes.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thought, fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua'S nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua'S reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It's real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Sarah?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
No, he's here.
It's in your mind.
It's real. It's happening.
Go towards it.
Ya va un poquito más rápido, al parecer estaba como cansada, ya va corriendo más rápido.
There it is.
Tenemos que seguir a esa
It's
sombra
He's gone. He's
luminosa.
How could you keep
No sé
going?
qué será.
How could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
It's already disappeared.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
That's the trick.
There he was,
Where is it?
the lone figure of a boy.
He's there. Under the tree.
Saw play under the shade of a tree.
See him. Come. You have to.
She remembers the first time she saw him.
He's there.
To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigurd. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Y el puente está destruido. Tendré que avanzar por allá. No sé, me voy a bajar, al parecer es para otro lado. Y a ver si van para arriba. Para haber sabido me hubiera bajado por acá, ¿no? Hubiera sido más rápido.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real.
You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going?
Where is she going?
What is she following?
You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss?
If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Era muy bonito este lugar antes de que lo destruyeran.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him?
You want to believe it.
Is he
It's
there?
not real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Dillian?
Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
Vamos a leer el mensaje.
Death for Sigmund and his brother seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans...
Otro mensaje.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free.
Y entramos al árbol a ver qué pasa. Es una espada nueva. Upa.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal. Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Voy a ver si es por acá.
Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer.
Al parecer por aquí no es tan regresar más rápido.
But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn. And it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place.
Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
He loves her. It's not David. He loves her.
Don't go in there.
Go in. You've got to go in.
Take the torch.
It's too dark. Take it. This will help you.
Careful.
You have to be able to see.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
¿Será como un tipo laberinto o algo? ¿Era un mensaje?
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
Bueno, al parecer las voces que se escuchan son como un segundo sentido, no sé. Te dicen como por dónde ir. Al parecer regresé. Debe de ser por este lado. Este lado debe ser el bueno. Y se desapareció.
Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could you lose him? How could you find him?
Porque al parecer es como un laberinto. Si no vas bien, te regresan al mismo lugar.
I can hear him.
Within the burial mound, Herva calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning.
Por la izquierda, a ver.
You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Parece que voy bien, ¿no? Ahí ya está prendida la antorcha. Por ahí no es. Se escuchan como lamentos, como gritos.
What's happening?
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian. That doesn't sound like Dillian. What's in there? What is it? A secret room. There was. How do you get in there? How does she?
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Al parecer llegamos y encontramos el lugar.
wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief had some.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come, Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Y terminamos con el primer espejo.
You did it, but there's more. There's more. I'm tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. You're getting tired.
Vamos a entrar al segundo espejo, amigos.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Pues vamos a avanzar a ver qué nos encontramos por acá. Vamos a tirar este puente para ver qué nos espera aquí adelante.
What is it? What does it see? Get closer.
Vaya esa máscara. Vamos a ver.
Stay back, don't touch it. You're curious. Where are we? What is this? It's the
Cambia todo el
same.
mapa.
It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
Vamos a ver el mensaje.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur.
Tenemos
It
que buscar
begins
otro
with
símbolo.
dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire,
podrá
water,
abrir esta
iron,
puerta?
stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds,
No,
serpents,
trae cadenas
poison,
puestas.
sickness. Swear an
Bueno,
oath
vámonos de regreso.
not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him,
¿Y esta sí se
Baldur's
podrá
mother
abrir?
boasts. Only Loki, father of
parecer esta
Hela,
tumba
the mistress
como
of
algo.
death, is not amused.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Sam?
Vi de aquel lado que tengo que tirar este puente. No me había fijado. Ahora sí tengo que ver en la máscara para buscar el símbolo.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Otra máscara.
Dillian,
There he is.
Y viene el
what are
suceso
you
por
waiting
loco.
for? Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here. She's in the wrong. He's not in this world.
He's in the other one.
He's in the other one.
He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
You can't go up
You
there.
can't go
He
up
saw
there.
not in this world.
No. He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior
can't.
within.
But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldur's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Cursed. There he is. Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way. Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth
Years had
throws
passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
To distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you.
What if these trials mean nothing?
It's laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to
You broke him. You can't Dillian. You're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
He's the reason she keeps fighting. What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can.
They mean nothing.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hel and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of hell. And everything.
Look what happens to the things.
You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
Do you remember how he made you feel?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his two sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent.
This language you don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll succeed. So, quicker.
The curse cannot leave it.
Dillian doesn't know who killed her. She should have listened. Why didn't she listen to me? She's good to find her.
Dillian!
Be very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes, and slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Your breath has disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
And
Vamos
she
por el
begs
tercer
for
espejo,
mercy,
amigos.
and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. And I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40, and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. Creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it?
It's wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks.
It's disgusting.
It smells.
There he is. There
Dillian.
he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
Find him.
He's going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear. How do you
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
just one test?
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian. Now you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware. There will be death in that house.
Fixed it. Get to the house. You succeeded.
Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there?
You have to find him.
Come out if you want.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
You're dying. It's too much. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. You're dying. The burning has begun.
Dying. The burning.
The burning has begun.
Go
There
to
it
the
is.
gate. There they are. The rooms. You can get through.
Run!
Where are you?
You don't even have your sword.
You came through the wrong door.
How are you going to fight?
Where's your sword?
To defend yourself.
What is that creature?
You can't defend
Dillian.
yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian?
Where are we? It's not safe. You're not safe. Where is it?
I'm not safe.
You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Ahora vamos por el cuarto y último.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
I think I'm somewhere else now. Like the breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left us all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of him. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the warrior trial. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior for them. You need people like you.
Okay. I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Tilly, there's something here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
There's more of them. I think they're moving.
You're breathing too fast.
I'm scared.
This is the sound of your breath. In and out. In and out. It will pass. You can do this, Emma.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks. Of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Leo. Help me.
Come to yourself.
Dillian. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
You've done it. The warrior triumphs. Go get the sword.
Bueno, ahora que terminamos, vámonos
With grammar reforged,
pues por la espada a ver qué
blessing,
tan buena sale.
a goddess into the
Lo malo es que
halls of
tenemos que
Hellblade
rodear,
and challenge Hela.
porque ya por aquel lado no hay como
Dillian
otra
was
pasada.
helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us! You have blood on your hands!
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you.
Hold the heavy strike. Hold it there. Hold your heavy strike. Unleash the sword.
Bueno, pues nos va a tocar pelear contra los demonios. Este no lo puedo hacer nada. Hay que esperar que se cargue el poder. Si bloqueo se carga el poder. Está buena la espada, entonces. Muerto uno, sale otro. Esquivo y un combito. Muerto. Salió otro de sombras. Tenemos que como bloquearlo. Listo. Y su combo. Oh, sí está buena la espada.
A sea of corpses. The corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is secret. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not.
Bueno amigos, aquí dejamos este capítulo. Es el número 3. O sea, no lo quise hacer tan largo, por eso lo recorté aquí. Y continuamos en el capítulo número 4. Hasta la próxima, nos vemos.